Vitamin C is an essential vitamin. Essential vitamin means that we human cannot produce this vitamin on our own. Animals can produce it on the other hand, but poor humans cannot produce it. However, Lionel Messi can produce it. Forgive me, I mean goats can produce it, and ironically they can produce about 200 times more of vitamin C than our daily requirement. We can make huge buildings and we can build skyscrapers, but we cannot make vitamin C on our own. And we need to take this important micronutrient from the external sources. And our daily requirement of vitamin C is about 1 milligram of vitamin C for each 1 kilogram of our weight. And the consumption of about 100 milligram to 200 milligram of vitamin C daily is considered to be good as well. And the consumption of lesser amount of vitamin C and the extreme deficiency of vitamin C lead to a disease called scurvy, in which patients suffer from extreme weakness in their movement and extreme weakness in their arms and legs, and poor and slow rate of wound healing, might end in bleeding gums and losing of teeth, and might lead to death. This disease, which is known as scurvy, it was noticed back then on the 16th century when people first start traveling through seas for months together, and they spend months together on the ships. And of course, due to lack of proper diet and due to poor content of fruits and vegetables, which are the major sources of vitamin C, this led to the disease scurvy. However, this disease is very rare nowadays, thank God to civilization and agriculture. But vitamin C deficiency, or the slight deficiency of vitamin C, is still a thing in these days. And how do we know that? There are some signs. Our body can signal them out for us to be aware of vitamin C deficiency. And one of the most important signs of vitamin C deficiency is having rough skin. Vitamin C helps in the production of collagen, and less vitamin C means less collagen, and lack of collagen leads to the roughness of the skin. And the second sign of vitamin C deficiency is the delayness. Delayness is not a word. It's not.
That's not even a word!
Okay. The second sign of vitamin C deficiency is the poor and slow rate of wound healing. And other signs of vitamin C deficiency include weak bones and joint pain. And tiredness and fatigues are also associated with vitamin C deficiencies, and mood swings as well. And last but not least, hair fall can be another sign of vitamin C deficiency. Alright, so now we know the signs of vitamin C deficiency and the signals that our body try to show when we consume smaller amount of vitamin C and when we don't meet our daily requirement of vitamin C. But what are the importance of vitamin C and what are the benefit of vitamin C? One of the most important role of vitamin C that it helps in the absorption of iron. Iron, which is very important element in the building of red blood cells. Red blood cells which transfer oxygen through our body and supply it to each and every cell in our body. And studies showed consumption of 100 milligram of vitamin C daily will help and improve the absorption of iron from diet up to 67% more. And I will include the studies down in the description. And another benefit of vitamin C is that vitamin C is considered as a potent antioxidant. And antioxidants help our body to fight and to get rid of free radicals. And the presence of these free radicals in our body in large amount is associated with many diseases like memory loss, rapid aging, strokes, and even cancer. And vitamin C, an antioxidant, will help us in reducing the amount of those free radicals from our body and therefore reducing the risk associated with them. Another important benefit or role of vitamin C is that vitamin C helps in the production of white blood cells that are known as lymphocytes and phagocytes, which are very important in fighting infections. And vitamin C also helps in the production of antibodies, which is very important element of our immune system. And one more benefit of vitamin C comes in the promotion of building collagen, and collagen has many health benefits for us. And another important of vitamin C, it helps in the proper and fast rate of wound healing. Open wounds for longer time are at more risk of catching an infection. And vitamin C help us in speed recovery, therefore reducing the risk of getting an infection. And vitamin C helps in the maintenance of cartilage, bones, and joints as well. And studies showed that consuming a proper and adequate amount of vitamin C of about 100 milligrams every day will help in the relaxation of our blood vessels, and that will help in reducing and maintaining low blood pressure. And the link of the study will be of course mentioned down this video in the description section. And last but not least, vitamin C helps in reducing uric acid level and therefore preventing gouts. Alright, so now we know the signs of vitamin C deficiencies and also know the importance of vitamin C. And we also know it's an essential vitamin and we cannot produce it on our own and we have to take it from the external sources. So what are those external sources? Here we go. Number one, natural sources. Vitamin C can be obtained easily from natural sources. And one of the most common mistakes I have noticed that people think citrus fruit like orange are the main and the only source of vitamin C, which is not true. Many other vegetables and many other fruits contain higher amount of vitamin C than oranges, like amla and kiwi and bell pepper and yellow and red pepper and broccoli and cauliflower and strawberries and guava and oranges and cabbage. All of them contain an adequate amount of vitamin C. And consuming 2 pieces of bell pepper will provide us with the daily requirement amount of vitamin C. And then comes supplements, easy to get and readily available everywhere. And one important thing about vitamin C supplementation, that vitamin C available in nature in its own specific complex formation. And why is that a thing? Hear me out. Beside the pure formation of vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid, when it comes in nature as a complex, very important in the absorption of vitamin C in our body. And having a pure format of ascorbic acid and having an isolated form of ascorbic acid means that ascorbic acid, once it's digested in our body, will take other elements to be absorbed from our body. And this is considered to be safe if we consume a smaller amount of ascorbic acid, let's say once a week. But if we consume the raw isolated form of ascorbic acid, let's say daily for months together, this means the isolated raw form of ascorbic acid will keep on taking the important traces amount of elements from our body for it to be absorbed and to be neutralized. And repeating this for months together and repeating this for a long period of time will lead to imbalance. And who wants that? No one, I believe. And how to avoid this mistake? Easily by buying a complex format of vitamin C from the drugstore. So to avoid this mistake and to avoid imbalance, it's preferred to buy vitamin C supplement in its own complex format. And it's even more preferred to get our daily requirement from vitamin C through diet. And as mentioned earlier, having the amount of 75 milligrams of vitamin C will meet our daily requirement. And also having higher amount up to 200 milligrams per day is also considered to be good. And having even larger amounts for up to 2000 milligrams is also considered to be safe, since vitamin C is water-soluble vitamin, and water-soluble vitamin means it can be easily absorbed and it can be easily extracted out from our body when it's consumed in larger amount and more than required. However, having more than 2000 milligrams of vitamin C, that's more than 2 grams of vitamin C daily, which is very unlikely to happen through natural sources, unless we consume 3 to 4 kgs of bell peppers. Having more than 2000 milligrams of vitamin C may lead to stomach ache and stomach upset. And with that being said, the bottom line is vitamin C is very essential and has very important role in keeping us healthy. And with that being said, I wish you all the best, take good care of yourself, and hope to see you soon next time. Bye-bye.